From an abusive foster care home to the top of the ranks for Milwaukee Police.
An MPD inspector is sharing her story of survival and success. Inspired by her own healing, she now wants other foster care children to know good things can and do happen.
All right, attention, roll call.
At Milwaukee Police District 1, Inspector Shannon Seemeyer-Tabasca addresses the officers.
Discuss your challenges, discuss what we can do to improve, discuss your needs and anything else that we can help you guys do your job that you go out and do every day.
Behind her laugh, the badge, and the camaraderie, there's a story.
And this would have been in probably around 1977.
What was going on at home?
There was alcohol abuse in the home, there was domestic violence in the home. So ultimately that resulted in a divorce. My father burned down the house, and that was part of the two, obviously ending up in foster care.
Seemeyer-Tabasca was 4 when she entered foster care.
This picture here is, again, my sister, me, my oldest brother, and then my grandmother.
The 4 siblings went to separate homes. She went with her younger brother, Todd.
It was traumatic just, having that change in my life from, my biological to some family that I didn't know.
She and her brother started out with one foster family, then another. They sought solace at the Silver Spring Neighborhood Center.
We would do summer activities, go to McGovern Park and go swimming, and then of course return back, to the foster home at the end of the day.
But it turned out the second foster home was worse than the first.
Because I came from a home that had alcohol and abuse and went into another home that was supposed to protect me that didn't provide that protection.
She experienced a spectrum of abuse, physical, mental, and sexual.
They had additional foster children that they had brought into the home.
After 10 years in that home, social services reunited her with her biological mother. Seemeyer-Tabasca was in 8th grade.
It was, I think a strain on the relationship because, there's probably a lot of guilt that she had. Obviously, there was a lot of anger, from my side of the things that had happened in foster care that shouldn't have happened.
The Wisconsin Department of Children and Families says some 1,700 children are placed out of their homes in Milwaukee County during any given month. Her message of resilience is for them.
That is the goal. There's a lot of children out there in the city, obviously, that have the same, trauma that I suffered as a child.
Sharing her childhood memories isn't easy.
It's something that still is like, internal scars that, you never recover fully from. And I don't talk about it often.
She tells me she eventually found the strength to tell someone about the abuse.
That actually was like a heavy weight lifted off my shoulders. It was a sense of relief that, resulted in the foster family no longer being able to foster children and hopefully saved other children from going through what, myself and my brother had gone through.
Because of her courage and vulnerability, she received a Crime Victim Compensation Award from the DA's office.
That provided funding for me to get psychological services that I needed. It was intensive therapy to try to obviously recover and heal from what I had experienced for the 10 years that I had been in the foster home.
Seemeyer-Tabasca knew she wanted to help people, so she became a civilian dispatcher for MPD in 1991 and in '98 started the police academy.
What made me join policing was the fact that MPD and the DA's office at that young age during high school, when this investigation was going on, they were very empathetic, they were very compassionate. Okay.
Today, she's part of the department's leadership team as an inspector on the command staff. But that's just part of her successful journey. She tells me her favorite title is Mama. Her oldest, Madeline, is a senior at UW-Madison, and her son, Nolan, is a freshman at West Point, playing football for the Army. We
broke the cycle, me and my siblings, of, having our children go to foster care. That never happened.
Seemeyer-Tabasca tells me she and her mother have a growing relationship. Her father passed away when she was 21, and her way of connecting with Milwaukee youth now is by volunteering at Make-A-Wish, Wisconsin.